In this video, I'm gonna show you the exact conversion system that allows me to turn every 10th follower on social media into a paying customer. And those are not just some simple customers that pay me $100, $200. Those customers pay me anywhere from $2,000 to $12,000 every single month. Now, I know this sounds insane, but stick with me because I'm gonna show you the exact step-by-step process on how I do it and how you can do it as well. And not only that, but I'm gonna give you the whole messaging sequences that we use and automations that automate 90% of our work. So that way I reward you for watching this video because I truly appreciate it. Now, my name is Pavle and I run a content agency called Loca Scale, and we help online high-ticket business owners sign more high-ticket clients from their content. And I use this exact strategy, and I only have around 1,000 followers across all platforms. But just to give you some context, in January alone, we booked over 37 high-ticket calls purely from my social media. So this system works either if you have a low amount of followers or if you have a lot and you want to figure out how to convert all those followers into paying customers. And by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to do it yourself and have the resources to set up everything so you get results from 48 hours of watching this video. So the first thing I would like to ask you is to put this video on a full screen mode and dial in, take your notes so you can type them in, because at the end of the day, if you don't implement the stuff that I'm gonna teach you in this video, you're gonna guaranteed get zero results. While if you implement it, you might have a slightly higher chance to succeed. Now, here's the biggest problem that I see with all the high-ticket business owners who are posting content and trying to get more clients from their content. Some of them even have hundreds of thousands of followers and still aren't making enough sales to make them profitable. And the reason is simple: they don't have a conversion system. They have audience, but they don't have a real system on how to convert that audience into leads and those leads into book calls or even paying customers right away. So in this video, I'm gonna show you the exact system that we use in our agency to book more calls from social media directly. And this is the exact system that we help our clients who are doing 6, 7, or 8 figures purely from their content. Now, the crucial step is step 1, and that is to post niche down content. By niche down content, I mean content that is only related to your ideal client, person who is paying you the most amount of money for your services. I see this mistake over and over again. Business owners who have followers, have thousands of views, but aren't able to make that conversion because their content isn't relatable to anybody. They're targeting everybody. So for example, if you're a fitness coach and you're just selling a course on how to lose weight, number one, nobody's gonna see you as authority because at the end of the day, you're not speaking to the right people and you're speaking to millions and millions of people, which blends you in with other fitness coaches who are giving the same information. What you wanna do is make your content and really niche down to, for example, 40-year-old single moms who want to lose weight. And now nobody's gonna watch your content except those single moms that have 3 kids. So that way you only attract the ideal buyers. And my clients always ask me like, am I not going to miss out on other opportunities by niching down? Well, just to put it in perspective, just again, a fitness coaching, it can be any business. If you're aiming for everybody, you have hundreds and hundreds of competitors, which means you have to play on the pricing rule. So you either lower your prices or add a lot of steps to your offer to make it more compelling. But simply you can increase the perceived value of your offer just by niching down. And just to give you an example, let's say you have a heart issue and you want to have a heart surgery. The reason why you're ready to pay for a heart surgeon hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars to operate on you than other simple, like a simple surgeon. Why that is the case? Well, because you know for a fact he has worked only on heart, so your brain goes, he's a real expert at this thing. Even though they might have the same skills, you will still pay way more money for a heart surgeon. It's the same for your business as well. Whatever you're selling, if you just make that for a specific person that has a specific situation, a specific problem, your service is gonna be perceived as more valuable. I have a full video here on YouTube that shows exactly how to pick the perfect niche without niching down too much or going too broad. But in simple words, you want to choose a niche that is not less than 3,000 people, but still has a specific problem that you're gonna appeal to them as expert. A good example of that could be single moms that are overweight, or maybe busy entrepreneurs who want to lose weight or build muscle. Or if you're in business niche, it could be advertisers that are spending extra 50K a month and want to scale past that or increase the profit margin. So whenever you're picking the niche, you want to choose the market and then the situation that they are in of the person who is most likely to give you the most amount of money possibly, and you can deliver them the best results. So if you are most able to help like multimillionaires make an extra $1 million, that should be your niche, in simple words. So now that you have a niche down content that is attracting the right buyers, here's a step-by-step process of what you want to do in order to convert them and book way more high-ticket goals. This could be implemented on any social media, but I'm going to cover Instagram for an example. So the first thing we want to look at is find the most leveraged leads possible. What I mean by that is, how did they find you? So a lot of people, what they do is they only reach out to the leads that already DM them. And yes, those are the highest leverage leads. They already reached out to you and they're the easiest to convert. But what most entrepreneurs are missing are people who indicated that they need their service and have a big problem worth solving, but they never reach out to them. So what do? We left them and ghost them, and we never reach out to them. So in these steps, I'm going to cover exactly how to cover those lost leads and how to convert them at a more higher rate. So the first most leveraged lead is a lead magnet engager, somebody who opted in for a free thing. Let's say you make a story or you make a post that offers something for free to your audience. Anybody that opts in, as long as your content is niche down again, is showing that they want to solve that problem fast. They indicated with their behavior that they are your ideal client and they have a problem worth solving, and that they are ready to solve that problem by commenting or reaching out to you for a lead magnet, and they want to solve that. So a big thing is speed to lead. When somebody reaches out to you, you want to be reaching out back to them as soon as possible. There's a Business Harvard study that shows if you respond to the lead within 60 seconds of them reaching out to you, you're 497% more likely to convert them. And if you wait just 5 minutes more, you're 20 times less likely to have even a meaningful conversation with them. So speed to lead is really important step. And that's why I'm going to show you at the end of the video a full automation sequence that allows us to reply to the leads instantly and start the conversation with them. Now that we covered the first leveraged leads, the second leveraged lead is basically anybody who engaged with your content. Again, as long as you're posting niche down content, anybody that engaged with your content, which means commented, liked, whatever, reposted, is showing the interest. They're interested in that content. And as long as your content solves problems for your ideal market, then that just tells us they have a problem worth solving, that we need to reach out to them and solve them that problem. For example, if you made a content that says, here's how to lose extra 40 pounds as a single mom, and you see a woman, liking that post, you want to have a system that reaches out to that person, opens up a conversation, and then convert them. Third most leveraged lead is new followers. And I mean by new, not existing ones. Anybody that follows you instantly, you want to reach out to them as soon as possible, asking them questions and appreciating the follow, whether or not they have problem, and reveal the situation that they are in. Because at the end of the day, if they followed you, they just consider that you are authority in the niche and that they resonate with your content. Which again, if you film niche down content that is problem aware and solving specific problem for a specific niche, just indicates they have a problem worth solving. And fourth one is a bonus one. This straight up kills it for every single one of our clients. And that is on Instagram, Facebook, any platform that has stories, you want to implement a story sequence. By story sequence, I'm going to show you something here on the screen. What you want to do is you want to call out the market and problem they have and the goal possibly even. So for example, it would look like, are you an agency owner struggling to scale past 50K a month and you want a reliable system to get there? And then the second story is asking a question or offering a free thing. For example, I actually built a complete system that helps you solve that and scale past 50K a month. If you want it, just reply yes, and I'm gonna send you a free training. It's basically a lead magnet thing. You don't need to have a lead magnet. You can just say, I have a service that I'm accepting a couple of clients for a free consultation, and then you offer a sales call in form of a free consultation, because at the end of the day, your sales call should be a consultation for your clients. And then you want to message anybody who replies to your story and anybody who liked that story. A lot of people, they make a story, nobody reaches out to them because they don't have a lot of followers, but a lot of people will like the story, which again indicates they want that thing, or at least they found that thing valuable, but they just don't need it at the moment. So you want to assess the situation of why they actually liked the story. And that leads me to showing you a full messaging sequence on how to reach out to those leads and showing you the complete automation, how to automate everything. So this is the part that you want to send to your seller or your sales team, your partner, or if you don't want to hire anybody, I will give you a full automation sequence on how to implement it so you automate everything. But just to summarize everything, the first people that you want to reach out are basically people who opted in for a free thing, lead magnet, anybody who DM'd you. Then the second people that you want to reach out are new content engagers, anybody who commented, liked, story, whatever. And then the third ones are your new followers. And the fourth ones are basically, I think, one of the most important ones, depending on how many followers you have, what is your engagement rate, basically anybody who replies to your story sequence. Now on the screen, I'm just gonna show you a full complete messaging framework and the goal for it. So whenever you're doing a messaging sequence, by messaging sequence, I wanna indicate basically that is a series of messages that you send to a specific lead to get them to convert. And so this is our messaging sequence. The first thing that you wanna do in inbound, and this is really, really crucial because a lot of people misunderstand it and try to sell in the first message of when reaching out to the leads, which basically just makes them judge your offer immediately without any value that you've given to them. So the number one goal of the first message is not to sell the service or even get them interested in service or even book a call. It is for a lead to open the message and then reply back to you. We call that opener. Opener is basically a first message that just starts the conversation. And here's an example of a good opener. First, reference the action that they took. For example, thanks for the follow, thanks for liking my post, or etc. And then ask them a question that they can reply on. For example, somebody likes your video about how to run ads. The opener, really simple one, and the good one would say something like, hey, thanks for liking one of my posts about how to run ads. Are you currently running ads yourself? Then they either reply negatively or positively. Either way, if they reply, you will reply back to them. If they say, no, I'm not running ads at the moment, but I do want to start running ads, but I'm just unsure on how to run them, we send a second message sequence, which is to reveal the problem. And that is, why are you not running currently ads? What's kind of stopping you at the moment? And then they can reply back with a message that says, oh, I'm just never run ads. I'm afraid I'll lose money. So now we just identified what's holding them back. If they didn't tell you what's holding them back, you want to get back to that message and ask them again, so they tell you exactly what's holding them back and what's their goal. Which leads me to the next message that we want to send is why they want to run ads. What's the goal that they want to achieve? So the good message that we will send them is basically, why do you want to run ads? Like, what's the plan that you want to achieve within the next 6 months of your business? And then they will reveal the goal and exactly why they want to do it. For example, I really believe advertising can help me, but because I've been doing content at the moment, and I know for a fact I can get way more conversion if I run ads. Now that we have this goal, have the problem, and the thing that is holding you back, we need to mirror the situation, which leads us the next message we need to send is a mirror message. By mirror message, I mean we want to mirror the objection that they have or the problem that they have so they can resonate with us and see us as authority. For example, if they say, I'm just unsure on how to run ads, I never run them, I'm afraid I will lose money, an effective mirror message would say something like, yeah, I totally agree. 4 years ago, I was in the same situation. I was afraid to run ads and I was afraid that I will lose all my money. But then I found a unique thing, aka your service. For example, a unique strategy that allowed me to do X results. And here you implement the results. What that does is basically tells them, hey, I was in the same situation, I was in the same shoes, but then I had this unique thing that helped me break through that pattern and I achieved this big result. That way they now see us as authority, they feel like we can help them for sure, and then that leads us to the next immediate message that we want to send them in order to book a call, and that is a close message. Here the goal of the message is to position a call as a solution to their problem. A good message would sound something like, hey, I would love to get on a 20 to 25 minute call just to explain you exactly how this system works, so that way you can try and implement it by yourself, or maybe to see if I can help in any way. Now you position yourself as a helpful person, you don't seem like a salesy guy, and they will be stoked to talk to you. This alone increased our conversion rate tenfold. And the show-up rate actually skyrocketed because those people now don't feel like that is a sales call. They feel like you're assessing their situation and you're showing them the system, aka your service. And at the end of the day, you should be helping those people on that call. Now, if they don't book a call, we do something called assumption close. And this is a key. If they see in your message, what happens a lot of times is people are busy. We just ask them, does Tuesday or Friday work? It can be any like today or the next day or day after that. And what that will make their brain is, instead of them thinking when should I book, they immediately have specific thing to do and they have two options only. That way they can pick a day and they can say, yeah, Friday works. And then you just send them the calendar link, they book a call, and then you do a nurture sequence. Now, as promised, I'm not just gonna give you this knowledge, I'm gonna give you our real documents you can copy, paste, and implement immediately after this call to get the results. So I actually made a full messaging sequence that you can send to your setters and have exact step-by-step process on how to handle objections, do openers, send messages, literally step-by-step guide for your setter that you can send them or you can do yourself and see the results immediately. And if you don't want to play with people and you want to implement automation that replies instantly to the leads, qualifies your leads, ask them the questions, the same things that we just covered right now, I built a full ManyChat automation, the thing that we charge thousands of dollars for some clients, and I'm gonna just give proof of the payments. And so if you want it, just go to my Instagram, Pavle Scale, and DM me system, and I'm gonna send it to you completely for free. That is my way of saying thank you for watching this video, and I hope you implement all of these systems, because at the end of the day, my goal is for you to get incredible results, see that our system works, because this is only one small part of the system. And then you hop on a call and you book a call with us, which leads me to my pitch, which is if you want to get way more high ticket clients from your content and you want to outsource completely your content and your systems and get predictable results and increase the amount of high ticket deals that you're getting from your social media, click the link down below and me and somebody from my team will show you the exact system on how that you can implement to completely automate your content creation, attract the right buyers, and get way more high ticket clients from your social media. So if that's looking interesting for you, again, click the link down below, book a call, and then I'll talk to you soon. For all my guys, if you saw this video helpful, I really appreciate if you click that subscribe button and click that bell notification, because I will be making a lot of these videos every single week just to kind of give back the information that I learned. And subscribe for more weekly videos like this. Take it easy.